Good morning and welcome to Behind the Screen. I am JM, and this is a show where we sit around and we talk about games. We talk about role-playing games, board games, miniature games, card games, and also things that are beautiful, things that inspire us. If you're wondering why I'm always talking about this, go check out episode 200, where I feel like I did a hopefully fairly decent job of explaining why beauty is so important to me. And that brings us to this episode. Um, In case you haven't noticed, I tend not to cover a lot of what I call very mainstream RPGs. The closest I get is Chaosium. Um, I don't really do a lot of, I'm not a big 5e player. I don't tend to run a lot of 5e. I have in the past, nothing against 5e, but I just would rather signal boost other game companies that I think have better system mechanics, book quality. So it's strange to me that I'm doing a review of or an unboxing of a 5e product, and this comes because of my love of beautiful things that inspire me. Sarp, thank you. I am looking forward to this as well. This is a box put out by, this is a game line for 5th edition put out by a company called Metis, which, come on, Wisdom, they attracted me right off. And what they do is they do a series called Historica Arcanum, which is again, right up my alley. If you know me, if you look at, how I wrote Jackals, this is right up my alley. This is historical fantasy. This uses the 5th edition rule set, but sets it in a modern, well, not a modern, sorry, a historical setting. And this I managed to get the box set for. The Silk Road. So for those of you who are unaware, the Silk Road was a trade road that ran east to west. And this box set is, I've had to be very patient because Tink refused to let me actually open this up because she said, hey, it would make a great unboxing video. So this is Empires of the Silk Road, which is a box set, again, from Metis. You can find the link in the show notes, and we're going to walk through everything that's in here. We've got some tokens for use. This amazingly gorgeous GM screen. I plan on picking up the Crusades book as well and doing a full review of their Crusades book. But look at that. Look at the art. What drew me in was the art. And then as I was reading through, and they have all of these little asides of, hey, no, so technically this isn't historically accurate, but this was too cool to exclude from our setting, right? There's some compressed timelines, some people moving about. We've got on the inside here, we've got on the left side of the screen, we've got kind of your standard 5e stuff. But then we get drink and food and lodging, very important on the road, masculine and feminine names. And then we get the conditions and then your kind of standard advancement there. This is what I have been waiting to open since I got this at Gen Con. It does, Molly, have a wax seal. And this is a canvas map. All right, come on. We're going to lift it up real carefully so I can reseal it. Nope. All right, we're breaking the seal. This is what I can only imagine. Oh, it's a little hard in there. A gorgeous canvas map of the Silk Road from Baghdad in the west all the way to Samarkand on the east. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Padre, I will say their PDFs are all available, and they have soundtracks that go with every one of their books, and I believe you can find those on Spotify. All right, so here's the meat of it. This is Historica Arcanum. massive book. A pair of them. We're going to take a look. Comes with a map or a poster of both the era of the Crusades and Empires of the Silk Road. And look at these books, guys. Like, this is the Adventure, Herald of Rain. And just want to show off some of just the gorgeous art that is in these. Well, I'll do that later because it's hard to do that with the box set in here. So Herald of Rain, and then here we have Empires of the Silk Road. Two of the most gorgeous covers that I've ever seen for a 5th edition product. These books come in a slipcase. We've got ribbons. We've got stitched and glued binding. We've got gorgeous art all the way through. Let's see what else is in the box, and then we'll jump in. I think, if I remember correctly. Yep. We have it comes with 3 minis. Put you back in there nice and gently. This is a set of dice that I love. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, crafted for Empire of the Silk Road. Check these dice out. That's the D20. You've got percentile dice. You've got the whole 9 yards. And then, I haven't even opened these yet. Well, obviously, I haven't opened the map. These. Hey, John Doom, good to see you. And hello to Padre and Mark and Tink. Good to see everyone. Is there double audio? There shouldn't be double audio. Let me know if you still hear that, John Doom. These are encounter cards. So these ones are your urban setting. Let's see here. You come across a caravanserai. Inside the caravanserai, a maid delivers the group's drinks while folk pass around a particularly and behave peculiarly, endeavoring to trespass walls, stealing, starting brawls, unprovoked yet confused by their own actions. One soul admits, I'm compelled to senseless acts. See my satchel, 3 pouches of stolen gold. I loathe to hold on to it, but I return it I cannot. So they're broken up into desert, urban, mountain encounters, farmland, forest, and the steppe. And they're just cards that give you little pieces of flavor and little adventure hooks. Finally, let's look at the books. So this is Historica Arcanum, Empires of the Silk Road. And right, Padre? Pseudo-historical fantasy, because I need to write more on my Conan with the numbers filed off, traveling the Silk Road setting. You get, in this book, you get all of your player options. But again, the layout, the art is just gorgeous as you move through here. I don't know who Mess's art director is or who their artists are, but they knocked it out of the park. The quality on these books is something I have rarely seen outside of small little independent European games. So like here's the bestiary. Show off some of this gorgeous monster art. They do seem to have an objective understanding of art. John Doom. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then in Herald of Rain, one of the things I love is we get So here's Saphir, the Grand Alchemist. Trying to make sure I'm not getting glare on it. These are our historical figures. Skinwalkers. The Red Right Hand. Again, spectacular. I can't wait to get the Crusades books in because of their attention to detail. This is a product that is clearly not trying to capitalize on a latest trend or something in popular culture, or even building off of the stepping stones of all of the other Gygaxian fantasy that we have. This is a company that has taken a love of history, and a very detailed love of history. I'm nerding out about how amazingly cool this is, and turned it into a role-playing supplement chock full of beauty and research and entertainment. And you may think, why would I want to play in a historically adjacent Silk Road campaign as opposed to my Forgotten Realms campaign? Well, there's plenty. One, you kind of already know the world because it's ours. And the guys at Metis have put in an amazing amount of research and detail to help GMs who may not be familiar with this time period or region of the world. It will be no more difficult running the Silk Road than it will be running in the Dale Lands in the Forgotten Realms. The art is guaranteed to capture and inspire you as you flip through it. You're going to learn something about our own history, again, with a fantastical lens kind of attached to it. The fact that if you get a box set like this, you're getting minis and tokens and multiple maps. The map inside between the books is the same map as the GM, or as the nice canvas one that I have. It also has a it's got on the flip side of it, Castle Alamut detailed out. Sarp, I am a huge fan of what you have put together. Again, like I said, I cannot wait to get the Crusade books on here and be able to show them off. Again, you're not just getting, I mean, you can order them individually, but you're not just getting a campaign setting. They've put together an adventure for you to run through, to experience traveling the Silk Road, why your characters would be there, character options, bestiary, new items. The whole thing comes together in a beautiful and tight presentation and package. There are a lot of things that 5th edition developers can learn from looking at Historica Arcanum. I'm looking forward to delving into this, bringing this to the table. I can't wait to, I may try and use a little heat to reseal this map and then give it back out to my players. You don't see people doing a lot of actual canvas printing of maps anymore, and that is a shame. So, if you are at all interested in this, if you're interested in history, if you're interested in the Silk Road, if you like 5th edition and are like, I just wish I had more settings and more options, please go check out Metis's website. They're a Turkish company, and in addition to the books, they have players' guides that are free that you can download. They've got resources. They've got soundtracks. They are putting the whole thing together to make an immersive and enriching experience for your game table. So, again, pick this up with my own money because it was too beautiful to pass up, and I had to talk about it on my channel. If you like history, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you're looking for a way to get your players to play in a slightly different setting without losing the momentum of your 5th edition game, go check out Historica Arcanum by Metis. Put the link in the show notes. Go check it out. You can go right to their website. They've got several different bundles and options and ways to get these products. Again, I know that they've got the Crusades and Silk Road, and I know they have a third one whose name slips me at this point. So that's it. That's what we had for Behind the Screen today. I just wanted to show this off and share this with you guys because this is something truly beautiful and more people need to know about it. Tuesday, we're going to cover the 7 deadly sins of game mastering. And yes, I will be leaning into the actual 7 deadly sins and maybe even talking a little bit about them as a preface before we get into them. So, thanks to Sark for showing up. That's amazing. To the rest of you, thank you always for joining. Looking forward to seeing James at Gamehole and Tink at Gamehole and John Doom. We'll see what we can pull together. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. I am JM. This has been Behind the Screen, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Until then, have a good one.